Hey, you're here for your movie fix, so let's get right to it. Today we're talking about five, count them five, legitimately awesome and must see Willem Dafoe movies. Now, Willem Dafoe's been in some pretty high profile, big budget films over the years, but the films I'm focusing on today of his tend to be a little bit more obscure or lesser known. So, those are the movies we're talking about. We've saved the best for first because number five on this list is Platoon. Now, Platoon, you could argue, oh, is this not a very well-known movie? Well, since it came out about 40 years ago, a lot of people don't know about Platoon, especially younger film goers. So, this kind of goes back. This is one of Willem Dafoe's, first movies, one of his first big movies. It's kind of part of his origin story as an actor. And the movie's about the Vietnam War. I don't want to tell you a whole lot more about the film so you can discover it and experience it for yourself. But what I can tell you is it's a legendary performance by Willem Dafoe. It's arguably his best performance. It was Oscar nominated. It was a legendary film. It did win Best Picture, the Best Picture Oscar for the year it was released. Has a legendary director in Oliver Stone and a legendary cast with Willem Dafoe, of course, Tom Berenger, and Charlie Sheen, who was cast in the movie as kind of a nod to his father in another kind of Vietnam epic film of the same period called Apocalypse Now. But man, is this an incredible film? It is one of the best movies ever made, arguably. And it also really, I think, illustrates and fully realizes the futility and the waste of resources and humanity, more importantly, that was the Vietnam War. But if you've not seen this movie, do yourself a favor and check it out. Platoon is no joke. It's the real deal, and I hope you check it out. Let's move on to number four on this list. It's called The Florida Project, and one of the reasons I put this film on the list is it's another Oscar-nominated role for Willem Dafoe. It's one of his best performances. It's a little bit newer movie, but it is interesting how not a lot of people have actually heard of this movie, despite the fact that he was nominated for an Oscar for this role. But The Florida Project is about Willem Dafoe. He's kind of a manager of an apartment complex in Florida. And it's kind of a lower end complex, so it tends to be, a little bit, the clientele, the people who live there tend to be a little rough around the edges, and it goes through kind of the interactions that Willem Dafoe has with the characters in this complex and his relationship with his son in the movie. But man, is this a great film. Willem Dafoe really owns and carries this movie on many levels. It's a bit low budget, a bit obscure, but man, is it a Willem Dafoe movie worth seeing? It sure is. I hope you check it out. Let's go to number three on this list. It's called The Hunter. Now, The Hunter also came out in the last 5-8 years, and it's really, truly one of my favorite Willem Dafoe movies. I almost put it on the top of the list, but Platoon was too good to pass up. But this movie, it's an incredible performance by Willem Dafoe. He plays, as the title suggests, a hunter in this film, and he's been deployed or contracted by kind of a mysterious organization, kind of a corporation hires him, because what he does, he hunts rare animals or animals maybe thought to be extinct or animals yet undiscovered, but he's hired to, hunt and trap and kill kind of this almost mythical creature that he's been hired to hunt. And, he does it in this kind of remote location. He meets a family while he's there. There's a lot of suspense, intrigue, mystery in this film. This film's pretty dark. I think that's why it hasn't got a lot of attention. But again, why this film didn't get a lot of attention when it came out is a mystery to me, because it is truly just a wonderful performance by Willem Dafoe, and one you have to check out. I would tell you more details about it, but I want you to be able to experience and discover this film for yourself. So I hope you check out The Hunter. Outstanding film. That brings us to number two on this list. It's called To Live and Die in L.A. Now, again, this was a pretty big movie when it came out. It also came out in the kind of mid-1980s period. It's a fantastic film. It's also one of Willem Dafoe's early works. He looks really young in this role, but it's a movie that was directed by William Friedkin. Now, William Friedkin, again, this is a movie director, I should say, from kind of the past generation who made some really big films like The Exorcist and The French Connection, and this was kind of his comeback film for the 80s. Again, it's called To Live and Die in L.A. It's about a Secret Service agent played by William Peterson, a very young William Peterson, who investigates a counterfeiting ring run by Willem Dafoe. And I don't want to tell you a whole lot more about this movie, but man, again, legendary director in William Friedkin. It's got a great car chase in it, for what it's worth. Really good car chase. So kind of regarded as one of the best car chase sequences in movie history. And man, it's kind of got it all. It's got a great soundtrack. It was got a really 80s sounding soundtrack with a lot of synthesizers and techno stuff by Wang Chung. This is an incredible film. It's kind of a must-see, kind of quintessential film of the 80s. And Willem Dafoe does a spectacular job in this film. But that brings us to the last movie on our list. It's called Autofocus. Now, Autofocus is kind of an interesting film. It stars Greg Kinnear along with Willem Dafoe. And Greg Kinnear plays the actor Bob Crane, who was gained fame for his role in Hogan's Heroes. Now, Bob Crane was a kind of a single guy in Hollywood who kind of made the rounds with some of the starlets and the different ladies around Hollywood. And his escapades, he kind of started liking to film them, and he works alongside with Willem Dafoe to help film these escapades, because Willem Dafoe has a pretty good audio-visual kind of expertise in this film. And I don't want to tell you a whole lot more about this movie, but man, this is a good movie. Willem Dafoe plays a very kind of a strange, dark role in this film, kind of a counter to Greg Kinnear's Bob Crane character. But man, is it good. Again, I don't know a lot of people, not everyone's seen this movie, and it didn't get a really wide release. It's still kind of an obscure film overall. But is it one of Willem Dafoe's best performances? Man, it is, because man, this movie is just something else. So I hope you check these films out. Again, you may not agree with me on the rankings of this list. You may not even agree that these are Willem Dafoe's best films. You may want to add some, take some away, arrange the rankings. Hey, please feel free to comment, and please feel free to disagree, because we encourage that kind of behavior around here, because that's why we talk movies. So we appreciate you being here. We'll see you for the next one.